Hi, Alissa.
Hey, Katie.
Welcome.
Okay.
It's the middle of December.
Woohoo!
Can you believe we've made it? The year is almost over.
And we thought it would be fun to pop in with a
We're just trying to keep it light.
light, easy, fun episode for you to listen to while you wrap your presents.
Right, maybe so. We're just keeping it light. If you do that, if you're a present giver, we're just going to keep it real light. So this is all funny listing descriptions.
Yeah.
We've done a photo one.
Yes.
Okay.
Does your listing have good bones?
Right.
We did talk about listing descriptions.
Uh-huh.
But that was more down to business.
Very how-to.
Yeah.
And this is more like, can y'all not get this right?
Right.
Or just like, sometimes they're just clever.
Mm-hmm.
I do think a lot of people are using our friend ChatGPT now to do their listing descriptions. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But I don't know that these were done that way.
No, and we haven't read these yet.
Not all of them.
So it'll be fun.
It's going to be a real fun time. Do you want to go first or what do you? No, I'm going to go first.
We're going to also sprinkle in some actual tips to give you some sort of value today.
Right. But to be fair, this is light.
Light episode.
We'll try to keep it light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
If you're looking for a quaint place to raise your kids with no monster under the bed, with a no monster under the bed guarantee, then look no further than this lovely 2-story property. This unhaunted home is ready to be loved for the right buyer. Call us today and set up an appointment to see this not haunted home that is not haunted.
That makes me go, it's haunted.
Was this listing description written on Halloween? Like,
right.
I need more context.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
They're really aggressively trying to tell us it was not haunted.
We also made a note to be careful about fair housing.
Yeah, there are some things you cannot say.
You can't say if you're looking for a quaint place to raise your kids.
Yeah, you can't familial status protected. We can't be talking about the fans.
Yeah, I can't be talking about family and who's going to live here.
Yeah. So heads up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but good news, that one wasn't haunted.
No, okay, great. So this next one is actually from our market.
Right.
And the reason I caught it is because I sent this house to a client.
To your buyer.
The house was on 1912 Avondale.
Okay.
I sent it to my client to look at, and she responded with, could the write-up on 1912 Avondale be any cheesier or cuter?
Tell us what it said.
And I was like, I didn't even read it.
You were like,
I just
what does
looked
it
at
say?
The pictures. So the first sentence, and this is, from our friend Rhett in our market. The first sentence of his description said, in 1912, the Titanic dropped to the bottom of the ocean. In 1912 Avondale, your heart will drop to the bottom of your chest because you're going to fall in love. My client loved it.
Well, it is creative.
Yeah, it made you look twice. Made me go back and read.
I like that it was the first line because honestly, how many of us are reading
You know what's funny is when Tanner and I were house hunting for ourselves all those years ago, he wanted me to read every description to him.
Out loud?
Out loud in the car on the way to whatever house we were headed to.
He'd be like, read me the description.
Read me the description. And I would read the whole thing. And he'd always be like, wow, this one sounds awesome.
He's a marketer's dream.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, really is. I love the sound of this.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for another one?
Yep.
I don't know if I've heard this one yet. You will love this home more than you love everything pumpkin spice. One look and you will say, I only have pies for you. Nestled in North Hills along the Capitol Greenway and across from Shelley Lake, it is the cutest pumpkin in the patch. The kitchen has stainless appliances. There is an open floor plan. Orange, you excited to see it?
Oh my gosh.
Showing start Thursday. I'm not Cinderella, but I bet this one will be gone by midnight because it's sugar and pumpkin spice and all things nice.
Wow, that's really in the fall spirit.
It's really in the fall spirit.
These are real listing descriptions.
Do you have any notes? I think
Not
it's
on
hilarious.
Mr. Pumpkin.
I mean, honestly, if people are into pumpkin spice and that's what's going on there,
yeah.
It's memorable.
Makes you talk about it.
Don't you want people to remember your listing?
Right.
I mean, maybe they'll share it because they thought the description was funny to someone who they didn't even know was looking for a house.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, friend, are you thinking about changing brokers but afraid it's too much work?
Don't worry, not only have we created episode 245 to walk you through it, we've also created a broker change checklist.
Grab it for free at hustlehumblypodcast.com/change. Okay.
I'll read this next one.
Okay.
Here it is. Literally the worst house on the street.
Oh, well, that's the one you're supposed to buy.
The seller has done the hard work of cleaning up the almost half-acre property. It only took 7 dumpsters. So now is your chance to take it from here. Have you ever watched HGTV and thought, I could do that? If so, pack up your tape measure and start Googling how to identify a load-bearing wall.
Stop.
Because it's time to put your money where your mouth is. The roof leaks, the floor creaks, and there's a terrible draft. But this 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath home is very open concept. And by that, we mean the inside is open to the outside because several windows are broken. There is a large sunny window in the kitchen and absolutely nothing else. A wonderful feature for someone who is interested in a bright reading space and ordering takeout for every meal. Now, I know you've heard of a detached garage, but have you ever heard of a detached foundation?
Oh.
Because that's what you'll find here in the large bonus room at the right of the home. If you're looking for a house that screams, I've got bizarre and ominous energy, then honey, stop the car because you found it right here, conveniently located off of Highway 301. If you need a place to stage your next post-apocalyptic zombie movie, this is it. The covered porch has really good rest here on your way to the safe zone vibes. And whether you like to turn up the heat or keep it cool, it won't matter because there's no HVAC system. Oh, and don't forget the brick chimney that perfectly epitomizes how we all feel after 2020, about to collapse and going nowhere. Literally, there is no fireplace inside this house. What else can be said about this one-of-a-kind opportunity? It's not in a flood zone and will be conveyed with clear title.
Oh, wow.
But we don't have a survey, and the seller has never seen the property, so buyers are strongly encouraged to do their own due diligence. If you're not interested in crying yourself to sleep every night while you rehab this home, might we suggest tearing it down and building a brand new one in its place? The neighbors would gladly thank you.
Oh, my word.
That was fun.
First of all, I love that it had rhyming, like the roof leaks and the floor creaks.
Yeah, that was pretty catchy.
It was super catchy.
Well done.
But that was really long, too.
Yeah, it was long.
I mean, it's a commitment to read one that long.
Should we switch over to some phrases?
Sure, go for it.
Realtor phrases that you might find in a listing description.
Like what it says versus what it actually means.
Yeah, it's a blank canvas means gutted.
It's real
just
blank.
Probably, just gutted. Make the space your own.
Means it needs a lot of work.
Needs a lot of work. Bring your ideas.
Like we don't know how to stage this means. It's a weird floor plan.
Bring your ideas. Because we have no idea how to stage this house.
What is this? Oh no. Lots of craftsman charm.
Lots of craftsman charm means nothing has been updated since it was built.
I love it. How about pick up a paintbrush? Like it has lots of funky colors. You know what we call that here?
What?
I mean, like I'll be like a Skittles house, like when all the rooms are like a different color.
That's what I say. Dr. Seuss lives here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Opportunity to capture some sweat equity.
It says it needs a lot of work, but not major stuff. I don't know that I would automatically think it was not major stuff.
Yeah, I guess sweat equity means you can at least do it yourself.
Yeah, DIY stuff, I guess.
Plenty of room for the kids and dogs to play. Expect to spend a lot of time mowing.
Yeah, this is going to be quite an undertaking.
Quite an undertaking.
Okay. Fascinating.
Those were some good ones. We'll do a few more in a minute.
Okay, great.
Do you want to read the next one?
I will.
Okay.
If you like the outdoors, then you will love the missing windows, allowing the cool breeze to flow naturally through the home, saving on energy bills.
Wow.
That was just a snippet, but I'm like, what in the world?
I like this one. If you think someone else's trash is another person's treasure, then bring your dumpster. This owner was so excited about marketing this beauty, they hurried out and left all their trash behind for you.
Treasure. You don't need a dumpster. They're saying it could be your treasure.
Yeah, just come
keep it.
Keep it.
Just keep this stuff.
Go through it.
Okay. If you're a fan of horror flicks and the supernatural, you will love the creepy feel this home has with all the creaky boards, cold walls, and of course, the haunted exterior look with broken siding, weeds growing into the home. And you will also save time scraping off lead-based paint, being half of it is already missing.
Wow. Already missing. This makes me think of a story.
Okay, please tell us.
One time, me and my dad came across a family friend who inherited a house
Okay.
in a really great neighborhood. His mother passed away. They were the only owners of this house. The house was like 80-something years old.
Okay.
It was not in good shape towards the end. It was like needing a lot of repairs, but seriously did have a lot of craftsman charm. It really did.
It really did.
It also had a funky floor plan.
Okay.
But anyway, the price that he was thinking about, me and my dad were like, should we flip this together?
Okay.
And it was kind of a sticky situation because we didn't want to upset our friend, right, with a lowball offer. So we sort of put a feeler out there at a number and quickly realized, no, he's not going to do this. So I listed it.
Okay.
An investor came along and bought it. I was kind of grieving that I didn't get to buy it.
Uh-huh.
So it was nearby. So I would drive by periodically to just watch. I was stalking the renovation.
Okay.
Like I was just being a stalker. So I would see like, oh, there's all the laminate flooring at the street and this is here. And oh, there's the old kitchen sink. And oh, look at there's all the toilet. And then one day I drove by and the house was gone. And I was like, oh. And it had been like months that they were renovating it. So I called the listing agent and I was like, what happened? Or not the listing agent, the buyer's agent. I was the listing agent. I was like, what happened? And she was like, he found some powder post beetles and termites that had eaten so much of the house that it was beyond repair. And we're just going to have to tear it down. And now somebody bought it from him for
just the price of the lot?
Just the price of the lot.
So he lost money?
He lost money. They cleared the land and now a beautiful new construction. Actually, it was a pretty decent sized lot. 2 beautiful new construction houses sit where that house used to sit.
How long ago was this?
Like 2012, 2013.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
I know. I would not have thought that is what was going to happen.
Hopefully they hadn't put much back into it.
It had been a while. I think they were
time.
demoing. Like, I don't think they had bought things yet, but they had definitely made a lot of progress.
They would have demoed a lot more differently.
Yeah.
If they knew it was just they would have just been like, chunk, push it over.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of take out the floor.
Yeah.
Take out the toilets. Be like, no, bye.
Uh-huh.
Wowza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about the open double entry staircase in this home leads to a kitchen that is suitable for the buyer who does not like to cook. The owner took the appliances and floor with them, but left behind a set of pots and pans in case you have a change of heart later.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious.
That's so funny.
Suitable for the buyer who does not like to cook.
Yeah. If you want to order takeout for every meal,
this is your house.
That's a repeat theme. Okay. Do you want to do some more swaps?
Yeah.
Because we only have one more, I think, actual listing.
Okay.
Funny description. Okay. Needs a lot of TLC equals cash buyers only.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or needs a lot of TLC is a lot. When it says needs a little TLC, it means it needs a lot of TLC.
Yeah. TLC
right?
is like cash.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of potential equals this home is a total money pit.
Lots of potential. Unique urban home. The building used to be an industrial location.
Okay. One of a kind equals beyond ugly.
Oh my, I have a beyond one of a kind listing right now.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, still?
Yeah.
The one with the bad floor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, do number 12.
Must see to believe means you won't believe how awful it is.
Yeah, you won't believe this. Starter home equals needs a ton of work, so bid low. I mean, I don't know that. Starter home could also possibly mean just the size of the home was smaller.
Yeah.
All
I just think it's like a smaller square footage.
Yeah. Okay. Sprawling ranch equals crazy floor plan that probably isn't open. Well, it's 100% not open.
Right. It's a ranch.
Sprawling ranch. All right, you do something.
Spacious means probably smaller than you would like.
Yeah, probably smaller than you would like.
It is a good adjective to throw in there, though.
Spacious.
Oh, and charming. Definitely smaller than you would want.
Right. Cozy is bad.
Cozy, charming.
Oh, cozy's next. Cozy.
Oh, what is cozy?
Have you heard of the tiny house movement? That's so funny.
Cozy.
All right. Do you want to go back to the last one?
Yeah, I'll read the last one.
Oh, please do.
Built 80 years ago, this hidden gem boasts a rich history and character that you simply can't find in modern builds. The exterior's 40-year-old roof has developed a beautiful patina of moss.
Oh,
Giving the home a unique natural aesthetic. Inside the walls exhibit a vintage patina from years of smoking, telling a story of times gone by.
I can smell this house
How
right now.
romantic.
So romantic.
Oh my.
The patina from smoking. Yeesh. No, thank you.
Now you have your sellers fill out a top 10.
Yes. So the top 10 list is structured as top 10 of your home,
Okay.
about your home, and then top 10 about, it says your community. So it could be, things that are about your neighborhood or things that are located nearby or whatever.
Okay.
And I have the seller fill those out as part of their listing documents. I put that document into their binder that goes in the house for showings. I put it on the MLS, as a doc or whatever. So people could see, what did the seller like about this house? But most importantly, I cut and paste all of those things or type them in if they handwrote them into ChatGPT and say, please write a listing description for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath cottage in this desirable neighborhood with whatever. Like I'll just say a couple of quick things that I think are important. And then using these details. And then I'll cut and paste in everything the seller said.
Yes.
Then it puts it all together. And then I edit it.
Yes.
Right? But then it's easier than me trying to figure out, okay, how do I work all this random stuff in that the seller told me? Like, let's just let AI organize it. And then I'll be like, oh, this really.
And then you can make it sound like you.
Yeah. You do not ever want to cut and paste directly from ChatGPT a listing description. While I do think this is a good tool for you to use. So you're not, it used to take, and I like to write, and it would still take me 30 minutes or more to write a listing description because you have to find the words, right?
Right.
Well, here's the problem. ChatGPT found the words for you, but he found them, it, found them from everyone else who's already written them. So some of them are so overused.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like showstopper or like these words that you would never say, or that it's like, this sounds like every other listing description. I think you want to use it to help you, like get it all in, but also then edit the freaking words.
Yeah.
You can't just how do you write do you use
a tool? Use it. My first sentence, I always try to hit the highlights.
Yeah.
Like this 4-bedroom home plus an office sits on the lake in the gated community of Jamestown.
Right. But you should have put in 1912, the Titanic sank to the bottom of the ocean.
So I'm always just trying to hit the highlights with the first sentence. I don't want there to be a lot of fluff because then people won't read it.
Right.
Isn't it funny? Like I'm writing to my audience of me.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, if it's too long, I'm not going to read it.
We got to get out as much as we can.
Right. So I'm like, but I'm trying to be to the point.
I know.
Of what it actually does have.
Right.
And then I try to so I always start off with that sentence. And then walking in, you will be greeted with.
Kind of like as if you were narrating the video of the house.
Yes.
Right? Like as if we were walking through it in succession. Like we're not jumping all around.
Right.
I think that's a perfect way to do it.
And then I usually end it with, to top it off. And then I add the things I couldn't find a spot for.
Here's some miscellaneous SHT.
Like, to top it off, the home is never flooded, doesn't require flood insurance, and only has a 3-year-old roof.
You got it all in there.
Right. Like,
good for you.
To top it off.
Yeah.
That's my bonus ending.
Yeah.
When I have extra stuff.
I love the ones that say, this one won't last long, 60 days on the market later. I'm like, maybe just take out the sentence.
Right. I think you should take out the sentence.
Or use something that's more like, schedule your showing today. Like, give them a next action.
Right.
Call to action.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to hear some more swaps?
Yes.
Not swaps, but
what they mean.
Some real definitions. Walking distance to shopping equals no parking available, so you have to walk. That's crazy. I don't know.
No parking.
I don't agree.
I think of like Capitol Heights.
Right. Walking distance to shopping, you're like, no one would ever walk, but you could. Natural setting equals deer and rabbits will eat your landscaping.
Deer and rabbits will eat your landscaping.
Natural setting.
Park-like setting. You will have a tree, no matter how small.
All right, sure, why not? Secluded setting. Don't count on your GPS actually finding it.
Follow the actual instructions.
Oh my God, that reminds me of a story. I had a listing, not far from here actually, that for whatever reason, the GPS, when you put it in, it backed up to a bayou. Okay, so a body of water, like a river or stream, like not a passable body of water. The GPS always took people to the other side of the body of water.
Oh no.
So it's like you were actually probably 15 to 20 minutes away from this house.
When you thought you were there?
Yeah.
How'd y'all fix that?
I didn't sell it.
Oh no.
It never sold.
Ever?
I think he still lives there.
Oh my gosh.
That was like 10 years ago.
Can we look it up after this?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to write this down.
I mean, it was like you couldn't, and then people would be like, hey, I can't find it. I'm like, it's because you're in the wrong. I think I probably said something in the notes or told people that we didn't have that many showings, and it was a gated community, and I feel like maybe I even had to be there. And it was a very short-lived listing. But I mean, y'all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of goes into this one. Executive neighborhood. Taxes are through the roof.
What is executive? Is that some kind of code?
Does that mean like exclusive?
Like high end?
Like expensive?
This is not terminology I have ever heard used here.
Me either.
Executive neighborhood.
Also, this one says upper bracket. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. I guess that's
y'all,
us.
I would never put any of those things in a listing.
It's rude.
And I feel like we're pushing some sort of boundary here.
Right. I guess it's not any kind of familial status.
I guess not. Right.
But it's like you don't make enough money to live here.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Bright and sunny equals the window coverings are not included. Oh, well, there you go. Lots of natural light was the next one. And it's like light bulbs count as natural. No.
You won't believe the size of the closets. Means because they are the size of a shoebox.
Wait, that's actually really funny. Like I didn't say whether you'd believe it in a good way or a bad way.
Yeah, I just said you won't believe it.
Just won't believe it. Original hardwood floors probably aren't in salvageable shape. I don't know. I don't want to believe that. Do the next one.
Open floor plan equals doors are optional.
Don't agree.
Mm-mm.
Great home office space equals the nook under the stairs is the office space.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what my nook under the stairs is?
What?
Dante's bed.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
I took the door off.
Mm-hmm.
They had a desk
it's like a dog
in there.
kennel.
Yeah, they had a desk like built in there.
Okay.
We took it out and took the door off and put a dog gate on it. And we got the vinyl LVP and did the wall.
Yeah. Tell people
so
what
I can
LVP
spray
is.
it. LVP is luxury vinyl plank.
Okay.
We did the wall, and now, because he slobbers, we can spray it and wipe it down because it was just sheetrock.
Right, it was getting gross.
It's cute in there.
It is cute in there. I like that. My under the stairs is just a closet, like most people's.
Yeah.
Just a closet. But it also opens to the garage, so it's not like...
Oh, that's nice.
It's not... Yeah, it's an extra
really
closet in the garage.
Yeah, perfect.
Waterfront location equals the bird bath, and the front yard has water in it. No. No, some of those were funny, though.
Those are fun.
One of my favorite things we do every month is meet up live on Zoom with our community members.
Yes, those meetings are always fun, and I love hearing our friends in different markets share what is working for them.
Hustle Humbly Community isn't just a monthly live. It also includes a private Facebook group where you will find us and an awesome group of helpful agents.
Being able to find those helpful and like-minded agents on our referral and military referral list is a huge perk.
If you're not in community, we invite you to join us now. You'll get the full prospecting templates pack, plus access to the podcast search feature.
There are so many benefits to the group, and we'd love to have you. Get in for just $25 a month. Head over to hustlehumblypodcast.com/membership to sign up. Okay, now I found an article on the Real Estate Doctor website. I don't know, it's a blog.
Okay.
7 common listing mistakes. So let's talk them through and see if we agree. Number 1, being vague and generic.
Yeah, when it really doesn't tell you much.
Like nobody wants to read the same old 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Open floor plan, natural light, neutral.
Yeah. Tell me something else.
Yeah.
Details. Number 2, neglecting to proofread and edit.
Oh, Lord.
I would agree.
Yeah. I've caught mistakes that have been there forever.
Yeah.
Like I didn't catch it. My seller didn't catch it.
Then you saw it later?
Yeah. I'm
or
like,
someone brought it up?
But then I'm like, well, nobody said anything. Maybe I'm the first person.
Maybe no one's reading it.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, failing to highlight key features, especially if it's not something you can photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Like if this house has some kind of high efficiency windows or appliances or some sort of special insulation, like we can't see that in the photo. Like
you really have to explain it.
You gotta tell them in the description.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Overhyping or exaggerating. Misleading descriptions erode trust and credibility, which does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you said there was a huge backyard, but y'all think about how that goes through the whole transaction. Well, you said it was a huge backyard. It's certainly not huge. And then we decided to buy it because it works for us. We didn't care, but we don't trust you.
Right.
As an 8, like you're a lot. You're a liar.
Have you ever, like, I've never written a funny listing description.
No.
I think I have written 1 or 2 where I was like, investment opportunity.
Yes.
This house needs a lot of TLC.
Right.
And like been very to the point.
Blunt.
Have you ever had a seller be upset about that or want you to fluff up something that just wasn't?
I have had sellers ask me to add things that weren't in there, but never been like, no, this is not the angle. Like, but that doesn't happen that often. And if it's a house that needs to be renovated and I put it in there, we were all in agreement. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like say that about a house they were living in and thought was fine.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, full gut reno opportunity.
Right.
They would be like, what? But I do make sure they read it.
Yeah.
And I do make sure that they give me like anything I missed or want to change.
Mm-hmm.
But again, people don't read these that much.
Yeah. Pictures are more important.
Pictures are so much more important,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm really hard on myself about making sure I get the labels on the pictures. Because if I do need to tell them something that the photo doesn't show, I try to put it in the photo description.
Right.
Okay, number 5 on the reminders for your listing description was ignoring SEO opportunities. So like using keywords,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if there's a specific neighborhood, like all these things that the Google machine's going to search.
Right, like gated community.
Right,
Right.
Make sure that's in there. Providing insufficient information.
Come take a look. Won't last long.
Right. Also, please, for the love of everything, not all caps.
No.
Not all caps.
Don't yell at people.
I know it's easier for you to read maybe, but it is not good. No. And number 7 was neglecting visual content. You need professional photos.
Pictures are way more important
which I thought
than
was
what you
so
say about
funny.
it.
In the 7 common listing description mistakes, the number 7 was you didn't have professional photos.
Right.
They were like, forget the tips.
Yeah.
You need
Just
the
get
photos.
your pictures looking good.
You need the photos. That's really all I have to say about this.
Yeah, that was a nice, easy one.
You know, go out. If y'all have a funny listing description you have written or seen or come across, please send them to us. I would be happy to do a second installment with even more funny ones because I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What people will do. But people have gotten very creative, I think.
Yes.
Which I think is great. You want as many eyes as possible on your listing. If a creative listing description helps you, like it becomes viral, people are sharing it, or crazy the photos whenever someone dresses in like the blow up dinosaur and it's in like every room.
Yeah.
Or like some kind of shtick.
Find it.
Right. It's a thing. Oh, I have seen people do like find the hidden Christmas like stocking or something when it's like a holiday time, or like find the Mardi Gras bead in this room, or like you could gamify your listing, right?
You could, yeah.
I mean, you can do a lot of things, but most importantly, I think you want to be creative.
Yes.
And be thorough. and don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Most people aren't even reading it. Anything else for you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, great. Well, guess we'll say that's it. Let's have a toast.
Have a toast.
Okay, bye.
I'm Wendy Green from Nashville, Tennessee, and I am going to toast Emmy Tippett and Kim McDonald for being stellar humans. I think in this world for people, it's valuable to have authenticity and to do your life with excellence. These are two humans that I think do such a stellar job of that. So those are the two people that I'm toasting today.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hustle Humbly podcast.
If you enjoyed this episode, please go to ratethispodcast.com/hustlehumbly and leave us a review or drop a comment if you're listening on Spotify.
If you have an episode topic or someone you'd like to toast on the show, please email us at team@hustlehumblypodcast.com.
Find us on social media at Hustle Humbly Podcast. Don't forget to find all of the free resources at hustlehumblypodcast.com/resources.
See you next week.